And my dad is the cameraman.
Cameraman, we here. We ready to do a tribute to the old wrestlers. If we miss any, we apologize, but we're gonna really try to get through them as fast as we can. But at the same time, give y'all as much information as we can. This is just our early bird live right here, so we don't go crazy on our early bird. We definitely want to see if we're gonna do something later on. If y'all want to check in later on. But for the most part, I'm here. I'm the cameraman. I'm with the man of the hour, Iman. All-star wrestling figures. We in the building, man. But don't forget the what? Always.
Like subscribe.
All right, let's get into some characters here, man.
Jimmy Hart.
We got Jimmy Hart. He was one of the greatest managers around. Some people called him Big Mouth, but he do what he do. You know what I mean? He respectful manager. This one we got right here when he got the matching tie, the matching suit. He always had like these really colorful like suits and stuff on. You know what I mean? I always gave him like that character. But we definitely got him. And we're gonna shout out Jimmy Hart, man. Let's get into the next person, man, that like did a lot for wrestling.
Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bigelow, right here. New Jersey, resident right here. I think he comes from out of Mount Laurel, if I'm correct. We got the figure that his hands go up and down. Let me see when you squeeze his legs. Good figure. We want Mattel to start getting back into this kind of stuff right here, man, where you get a little bit more life in your figures, man. All right, let's get into the next one, big guy.
Deadly Boys.
Got one of the Dudley Boys here. They come in a set of two. They tag team partners. These guys they held the championship belt. Good entertainers as usual. Always had like the fatigue on, man. That was like their little signature type thing, man. Good solid wrestler, man. Definitely go. Our shout out goes to Dudley Boys, man. Let's get into the next one, Pop. Razor Ramon, real sharp guy, man. Always had that slick back, that little like rough beard, man. That little shadow beard. Solid dude, man. He wrestled with Hulk Hogan, of course.
Kevin Nash.
And Kevin Nash when they did the NWO type situation right there, man. They was really turned up. They turned to the bad boys of wrestling, man. Definitely shout out to Razor Ramon, man. He put a lot of work in. He definitely put wrestling on the map too, man, because he was definitely one of the faces of wrestling, man. All right, let's get into another piece.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Hollywood Hogan, man. This guy, man, he been doing it for a long time right here, man. This guy's like, he was the face of wrestling for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like forever, man. When Ultimate Warrior beat this guy at one point and had the belt, that was like drop into like the crowd, man, and the fans. Because this guy and I think Ultimate Warrior, I think they struggled with the fan base because they both had huge fan bases, man. And these two, they known throughout wrestling through the older generations and the newer generations. All right, let's get into another piece, man. MEW's in the building, man. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you, man. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
Also, RWF. Thanks for popping in this morning, man, on our early bird special. You know what I mean? Pancakes and grits, you know what I mean? With some bacon on the side. Early bird special for y'all. We got Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's in the building. You know, he always had that Mr. Perfect Plex Joe. You know what I mean? This guy was like the pretty boy of this thing, man. Come in with long blonde hair, the little onesie workout Joan, like he ready to lift the whole building up. This guy had a lot of character, man. He definitely put a scratch on the surface in the wrestling world. Definitely want to shout him out too, man. Shout out to Mr. Perfect, man. All right, man. Who else we got? We got Glad Channel, man. Definitely shouting you out too, man. Thanks for popping in, early bird special. My guy Glad, part of the All-Star family. This our guy Sting right here. You already know the Stinger's in the building. He's still out here signing autographs, doing meet and greets. We just met him a little while ago. He's a great guy. He's really for the people. I gotta shout him out. He definitely Said he's gonna check in with the channel or whatever the case is. So you know you gotta represent. You know what I mean, he definitely gotta represent, and we definitely gotta represent him, man, because he was definitely there. He gave this great aura, man. So I would like to meet him again, man, because this guy, his essence and everything he did was professional and it was cool, man. He was really for the people, man. He sat there and he did every last person from the front of that line all the way to the back of the line, and it had to be hundreds of people, yo, he met in one day. He ain't go nowhere. And it was a Sunday, and I forgot exactly what Sunday it was. I think it was something going like a game or something like that. But he was there for the people, man. It didn't matter. He sat in. He was even taking pictures and stuff with kids when he came in that he didn't have to do. You know what I mean? Signed a couple of things that looked like, and that was just like on the strength before he even got in the building. You know what I mean? But definitely shout out to Sting, man. We love you. We appreciate you, man. We want you to stay healthy, man. All right, next.
Great Khali.
The Great Khali, man.
Big figure.
Ezra Hill, FW, man. You in the building, man. Definitely want to shout you out. Bentley Torres. Thanks for popping in. We got Roman Grant. Yeah, this is Roman, right? Yeah, Roman Grant. And RWF Creations. That sounds crazy, right? Yeah, that's a big figure, ain't it? This is huge. This is the Great Khali.
It's pretty heavy.
And he's pretty heavy. This guy had to be one of the biggest, tallest wrestlers in this game. He was definitely a good entertainer, man. I love this guy too, man. I just love seeing him in the ring. Just this huge guy come pick up these little guys and slam them on the ring, man. These guys is definitely entertaining, man. But definitely want to give a shout out to Khali, man. The Great Khali. All right, man. Let's get to another one, big guy. Oh, yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
This is this guy. He like to imitate him all the time. Go ahead. Show the people how you be coming all day.
It's Macho Man Randy Savage. Slap into a Slim Jim.
This guy do this anywhere, man. Every time you see a Slim Jim, we in the store, so he just go crazy, and people be like, "Oh my god!" It'd be so crazy. But rest in peace, Macho Man Randy Savage, man. His death was it was like, man, it was unheard of to me how it went down. I didn't like it that he had like a stroke or like a semi-heart attack while he was driving and actually hit a tree and died. This guy, he probably would still be alive today. He died with a lot of money still. He still had almost close to 10 million. This guy was like still like in a good grace, man. He had a girlfriend. You know, Elizabeth had passed away, his wife, his ex-wife. But he had a nice little girlfriend, little young girl. He was doing his thing. It was cool, man. He was living his life, man. He was having the best time of his life. He was retired. He was doing what he had to do, man. I just wanted to see more of him and hope that we had seen him at some signings, man. But, you know, rest in peace, Macho Man. You know, your legacy will always live in wrestling, man. We love you, and we ain't going to never forget you, man. All right, let's get into another figure. Ooh, JYD.
Junkyard Dog.
The dog's in the building, man. He went from a pup to a dog, man. The dog's in the building, man. And ain't nothing like a junkyard dog, because a junkyard dog, he ain't got no friends. Junkyard Dog is out for blood. JYD. Let's shout out to JYD, man. You already know, man. This guy, man, he came. He was a good entertainer, man. I liked it from day one, man. He actually gave us a different look on Afro-American wrestlers, which was cool. You know what I mean? He was definitely one that stuck out because it's not a lot of Afro-American wrestlers that stuck out during that time era like it is today in the new generation. But this guy was one of them, and we appreciate him, man, for setting that foundation for a lot of wrestlers, including the Afro-American little like legacy as well. But shout out to Junkyard Dog, man. Thank you for doing what you do, man. We appreciate you, man. And to his family, our shout outs and love go out to them, man. All right, let's get into the next one.
The Iron Sheik.
The Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan nemesis. This guy right here, he had invented this move called the camel clutch. This guy was like one of the best. We used to love his mustache curled up on the corners. This is crazy because Back then, we had a couple guys that looked like him that like worked at the corner stores and stuff like that. The own corner stores, they was really cool guys and stuff like that. They had their mustaches like that, and we was kids though. We used to make fun of them a little bit and call them Iron Sheik and stuff like that. But he was really people from around the neighborhood. They loved us. We actually did work for them as well and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We grew to love each other. You know what I mean? But this guy got a deep culture, man, that goes into a different country. We love this that we had different authenticities in our wrestling like arenas, like not just people from Saudi Arabia, people from Asia. We had people from all over the different tropical islands, Jamaica, all kinds of stuff. So when we was watching this stuff, I think when we was younger, we didn't really even understand all these cultures and people around, because during that time in our life, we had a lot of these people with different cultures around us. So, just to sit back and think about all the cultures that we sucked up all in one, and especially in just the arena and WWE, WWF, Nitro, all that kind of stuff, WCW, like they gave us a lot of different backgrounds. They gave a lot of people chances from different countries to come here to entertain. And these guys had to be the best choice that they made to let these guys come in and do what they do, man, because they really entertain and showed us different cultures, man. And I love that. Shout out to the Iron Sheik, man. Everybody gonna remember the Iron Sheik, man. Especially when he used to do that little
camel clutch.
The camel clutch is crazy, but he also did this, which you might not know. I seen him do. He had these two heavy little they look like bowling pins.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they extended, but they really
he used
heavy.
To, do this.
It's like an exercise, which is really cool. Everybody couldn't do it. You had to really be strong. So the Iron Sheik was extremely strong. This guy, it's crazy. But we love the Iron Sheik, man. We love him. Shout out to his people. Shout out to his country. Shout out to everything that he brought to wrestling and everything he brought to America, man. Thank you, man. We love you, man. Let's get to the next one, man.
He had a technique. Like, he used to do that either way. You can't see me.
Chikai Condell's back. He said, I'm back. What's up with you, my boy? Mr. Poopy BH. Shout out to you too. We don't want to say that on there, man, but that's your handle. We see you, man. You hear Mr. Poopy? But that's your handle, but we see you. We got B Scott Gaming. Oh, B Scott, that's B Scotty Gaming. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jones. Shout out to Different Plays. Shout out to TNT Bates. Shout out to Ezreal Hill. Thanks for popping in. I see a lot of comments going back and forth with RWF. Definitely want to shout them out again. Chikai, I already know you in the building. I know when you in the building, you be like, I'm back. My guy, you part of the family. We also got John Cena. Right here, John Cena was the face of wrestling for a long time too. He just initially came back for a while. John Cena was like an all-American wrestler, man. He always represented the USA. Got to give him a shout out. You know what I mean? Definitely, man. We appreciate you, John Cena, man. And he brought something to this world that nobody can ever take from us, man. It's that spinner belt. Know that. Mm-hmm. That spinner belt lived like maybe 5 or 6 years even after he left and wasn't a champion no more. So you already know. You already know, man. But shout out to John Cena. We salute him, man. Let's get into our next one, man.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
We got Bret the Hitman Hart. I think he's from he's a Canadian resident, if I'm correct. We got a little piece of that. I love Canadian bacon, but that's like something totally different. But he gives us that Canadian vibe. I'm correct. Russell coming from he was born here. If I'm correct, but he had a different kind of background, whatever the case may be. But he was one of the basically the elite and iconic people here. And I remember this one moment he had with Stone Cold, and that That match was like real bloody. It was crazy. It was two iconic wrestlers, man. Bret the Hitman Hart came out on top. I liked it. Then he initially also had the Hart Foundation, and I think that was with his brother, if I was correct. Um, they was really good entertainers. I like that. But let's get into the next one. Shout out to Bret Hart, man, the Hart Foundation. Our love go out to his family as well.
Umaga. Umaga.
This is one of the original Bloodline guys right here, Umaga. This is Jay and Jimmy Uso uncle, if you don't know. This is Rikishi's brother. So you should know the Bloodline is in the building. Umaga, may he rest in peace, man. Good dude, man. Definitely the inventor of a lot of things. He got the tribal tattoos, as you can see.
The one on the back of his foot, though. That's the one that Jey Uso got on his like his shoulder.
Yeah, one of his nephews got a tattoo that he has, like a skull or something like that, if I'm correct. Like some kind of skull.
It's not on here though, because some of it is fading out.
Yeah, this is an older figure, so it's fading out a little bit. We had got this one used, but you know, we definitely wanted this in our collection because we couldn't find him at the time, but we ended up getting him. But shout out to the Bloodline, man. We thank you all for, like, you know, being a part of this, and they're a big part of wrestling now, as you can know, because Jay and Jimmy Uso, they are like two of the hottest things in wrestling right now you could think of. So that Samoan Bloodline is in the building, man. We bring a different culture here, man. We bringing the Island Boys in the building. We definitely got to shout it out, man. Different cultures. They do like little shows where they got YouTube and internet videos when they making food and bring you into the culture with their food and everything, man. Definitely, man. Shout out to the Usos, man, and shout out to the Bloodline and everything that Umaga brought to the table, man. To keep his family and wrestling and keep wrestling alive, man. All right, man. Next figure. Shout out to KD, the top dog. Thanks for popping in, man, with us, man. We appreciate you, man. Right now, everybody just tuned in. We doing a shout out to the older original, like
wrestlers.
Yeah, wrestlers that help, like keep wrestling afloat to what y'all see today, and the ones who really fought for it wasn't really making no money doing this like that at that time. But they were still doing it for the love of wrestling, man. This is Zeus. Right here. Y'all might know him as Debo in a lot of the Friday movies and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. We got him as a figure. We like to have him. He played a part in wrestling. He had like the shoulder pad, something like the Road Warriors, or I'd rather say the Legion of Doom with the like spikes in it, but his didn't. It's a really cool figure. You know, he always had that crazy face, man. This guy's crazy, man. Debo's in the building, man. Shout out to Zeus, too.
Big Boss Man.
Got Big Boss Man in the building. He always dressed like as an officer, whatever the case is. Came in, did his thing. Good entertainer, man. We definitely liked him, man. But you know, we definitely wanted to put him in the lineup, man, for some of our, you know, our throwbacks and shout outs to some of the original wrestlers that was doing this, man. Shout out to Big Boss, man. Thanks for doing what you do. Shout out to his family, man. Peace on that one, man. We love y'all. Let's see what else you got.
I used to love when he took out his stick
and beat you down, right? We got our man right here, Stone Cold.
Steve Austin.
Man, this guy he's a renegade. He didn't care about nothing he did in life, man. This wrestling thing go. He was just doing him, man. He was really known for a lot of ambulance matches. This guy's crazy, right? He's a crazy entertainer, man. We love this guy right here, man. And you know why we love this guy? Because Stone Cold says so. 316, y'all already know. Boom. But we got a lot of love for Stone Cold. Stone Cold always did his thing for us. You know, Stone Cold is still alive. He's still doing signings and stuff like that. He was a very iconic wrestler, man. You got to give a shout out to this guy all the time, man. He's definitely like in the roots of wrestling, man. All right, let's get into the next one, man. This is another crazy piece here.
Dusty Rhodes.
If y'all don't know, Dusty Rhodes was a very good entertainer, right? He stole the hearts of a lot of fans. But during the time, he was just in a time when it was just a lot of like more favorable wrestlers. Like when you wrestle around a time with Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan and all that kind of stuff, man, it was kind of hard for you to really shine like you wanted to. But everybody had their shine though. But they shine wasn't like how these other wrestlers was during their time. That's like in the basketball league, like how you got LeBron James and Anthony Edwards and stuff like that, Steph Curry. These are some of the guys that stick out. Even though you played basketball and you was a good player, and you made it to the NBA, that don't mean that you was like the most famous and most famous basketball player, but you was definitely noted, and he was definitely noted. You know what I mean? Because he always had the polka dots on and stuff like that. So that was really like his thing. So to think back that he wasn't really like a real champ. Like he didn't hold the championship like long and all that kind of stuff. He didn't have a lot of like stuff going on. And the look at the time and day wrestling now, his son holds the championship belt, Cody Rhodes. So he got two sons, Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes, that we know of that wrestle. And the champ, they went from Stardust and Goldust, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stardust, right? And what? Goldust, right?
It was Goldust. Dustin
Rhodes wrestled, I think, a little first. And then I guess
Goldust.
Cody got into it, right?
Yeah.
And then Dustin, he performed though, but he wasn't really like the people's champ. And then all of a sudden, the baby, which is Cody Rhodes, became the champ. That was unbelievable to everybody. That out of all the Rhodes, Cody Rhodes became the face of wrestling. That was like crazy and shocking though. But shout out to Dusty Rhodes for keeping that legacy alive. Because if he didn't wrestle, we wouldn't have the champ that we got today, which is Cody Rhodes, man. So shout out to Dusty Rhodes, man. We love you with them cowboy boots. You always came in that hat, man. Yeah, shout out to Cody Rhodes and them polka dots, man. Peace. All right, let's see the next one, man. Shout out to Kanji Rojas. Yeah, you just probably tuned in. We doing a shout out to some of the older wrestlers. As you can see right here, we got in this pile. We got another pile right here that we doing. We're gonna try to finish this pile up if we can today. Yeah, we just giving a shout out to most of the people that really basically like this. Let's help the foundation of wrestling, man, right now. And our next figure would be what?
Jake the Snake Roberts.
We got Jake the Snake right here. He trying to get his snake together a little bit for y'all, but it's all right. It's cool. It's not a big deal. Come on, let's show him to the people, because really, we just want to shout him out. Let the people know that he was one of the part of the foundation or whatever with the Wrestling Federation. This guy, Jake the Snake right here, man, real notable. Always came to the ring with the snake in the bag. This ain't Damien, as we see. This is like it's like an albino snake, it look like, or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, yeah, his snake is like all over the place, guys. But for the most part, he also had a yellow snake, and then he had something called a show called The Snake Pit, where he did like interviews, which was crazy too. But a little small little fun fact with this guy, he really was scared of snakes. That's crazy. I would never thought that. You'd have thought he was just some country boy that played with snakes and stuff when he was a kid and all that kind of stuff. He really hated snakes, but he grew to like and love them eventually. But this was his character, to have the snake and put the snake on him, which actually he actually had a cobra too, which was crazy. Yeah, like this guy had all the snakes in the world. But shout out to Jake the Snake, man. That's my guy. I appreciate him. He was real notable. He was definitely one of my favorites as a kid because we always wanted to see that anaconda come out the bag. We definitely wanted, and when he didn't win certain matches, we was mad because we wanted to see the snake. But shout out to Jake the Snake, man. Let's see what else we got, man. Ooh, the IRS. I always show this guy to y'all and say, you better make sure you pay your taxes. This IRS, he always came in like as a federal tax guy, or whatever the case is, suitcase and all that good stuff. He always had the work attire on, like he worked at a corporate building. This guy was really cool, slick hair back, really clean cut guy, little buffed. He entertained too, man. He was solid, good dude. Definitely want to shout him out, man, because he needs to be noted as well. He's probably not one of the most notable wrestlers that you know, but he is a wrestler, so wanted to shout him out too, man. Shout out to IRS and his folks, man. You sending love out to him. Let's get to the next one.
Ric Flair. Woo!
We got Big Dis in the building. Shout him out, man. Thanks for popping in. We got what's this called? Scosty. What's this called? SYT 2.0. Gonna shout him out, man. We got Jim Limham. Yep. This is Ric Flair we got here. The one that's notable when you hear the sound go, woo! This guy is noted for that. Very good wrestler. His son wrestled for a little while. But for the most part, his daughter is more notable.
Charlotte Flair.
Yep, Charlotte Flair.
She went against Bianca Belair.
Yeah, and she went against a lot of other notable wrestlers too, and held the championship for a while. But we're gonna definitely give a shout out to Ric Flair. He's definitely one of the icons in this thing, man, that held it up for a long time too, man. Shout out to Ric Flair, man, for doing it as long as you've been doing it and bringing them crazy robes, man, to the table. Let me see the back of this one. This is one of his, like an example of one of his notable, like, iconic robes right here, the blue one, which is really nice. I like it. Look real fluffy and cozy, right? Something you want to walk around your house in, man. Ric Flair always made me feel like I need a fluffy robe, man, to walk through my house, man. But shout out to Ric Flair, man, and his family. We appreciate y'all, man, everything you brought to wrestling, man. All right, let's get into the next one.
The Big Show. Here comes the big show.
How your rhyme go with the Big Show?
I'm bigger than the Big Show, coming up the top ropes like Hulk Hogan with the elbow.
I sting like a viper.
But I don't bring a sneak in the ring like Jake.
Yeah, the Big Show, man. I don't think it's too many people bigger than the Big Show, man. But this is the Big Show. Definitely want to shout him out. He's one of our bigs in the wrestling league, man. Shout out to Big Show, man. And he's also related to Andre the Giant. So that's a little fun fact for y'all. Or is that? Yeah, I think that's his cousin, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
But he's definitely related to the Andre the Giant. That's something you can look up. Check it out, man. Fun fact, man. All right, man. Let's get to the next one.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Ravishing Rick Rude. Ravishing Rick Rude was definitely a very, 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 very good wrestler, man. He definitely scratched the surface with his appearance. He always had like that 70s look, you know what I mean? So he got his pants and all that, like, you know what I mean? Got that tie-dye, drippy look, man. He always came with that long, crazy hair. Man, Ravishing Rick Rude was definitely a good entertainer too, man. Everybody knowing him. He always like did this little muscle flex thing with his arms and all that, always flexing, man. Cool dude, man. I liked him, man. But shout out to him, man, Ravishing Rick Rude and all his family. Definitely shout them out, man. Peace, love, and happiness, man. All right, let's get into the next one. We got Robert. Robert popped in, man. Robert, CRY. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm sorry if I didn't. We got the soap lady. Hopefully, I'm shouting you out too. Soap lady. Yeah, it's like soap lady. Yeah, because some of these handles that y'all got be like initials for certain things y'all got going on or whatever the case is, and then I know you only can spell your name certain ways, I think, on your handle because a lot of stuff be taken too. So, definitely shout out to everybody that's on here, man. That's our guy McMahon. He like one of the biggest like owners in wrestling, man. Like he did a lot of big things. His daughter really took over the lead right now.
And his son?
Oh no, that's not his son. Triple H.
Oh, yeah.
Triple H and if I'm correct, Shawn Michaels is behind the scene with him doing a lot of stuff too. He's definitely one of the biggest owners and wrestlers in there because he has to wrestle for a little while as well. This guy is crazy, man. He's definitely somebody that brought forth this entertainment to us that still continues today. This is one of the guys from Demolition.
Crush.
I think this one is Crush. That's what he said.
It's Crush or Axe.
Could be Axe too. I forgot exactly which one this is because it's like 3 of them, but we have one of them, so we trying to find the other 2. But they definitely was a big part of tag team wrestling. Like if you seen tag teams, you seen these guys. That was a definite, man. Let's get into the next one.
Sergeant Slaughter.
We got Sergeant Slaughter. See if you can find the other one with the Iron Sheik. With the when he had the same outfit on. When they did partners. Oh, matter of fact, it's right there. Look. See right there. See it? There you go. This is a little tag team combination. We already showed the Iron Sheik. But actually,
There was partners.
these guys actually partnered before. That was really crazy. They both had the little Iron Sheik boots on, the little Sheik boots on. That was really cool. He came in as a Sheik. In different countries, when you say Sheik, it means like a prince or a king. So this guy is like a Sheik, like you know what I mean. In the United States, like a big guy, like the king coming to take his throne. You know what I mean? That was crazy. But these 2 guys did they thing. Sergeant Slaughter's a big piece in wrestling too, man. Get down, give me 15. He's supposed to be like a drill sergeant, whatever the case is, in the army. He actually was a GI Joe figure as well, a very big known GI Joe figure as well. So don't sleep on that, y'all. But shout out to Iron Sheik and our guy right here, Sergeant Slaughter. Definitely doing big things in wrestling, man. All right, let's get into the next ones.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, you gonna go right to Sergeant Slaughter after we hit him, right? Well, this is really his real look, with G.I. Joe type look. This is ours. He a little beat up, but this is the one we end up getting in a box a lot. We gotta get another one. We looking for a really good one, but we haven't found one. But we want an older one like this. So that's what we on the hunt for. So we're gonna try to get one of these. But this is the one we got. It's had us a little messed up. We had to reinvent it a little bit, but it looks pretty good. But shout out to Sergeant Slaughter again. All right, let's get into the next one.
Andre the Giant.
The Giant's in the building, y'all. Big man is in the building. Nobody gets up because he will sit you down. Andre the Giant, man. They said he had the Giant's disease. A lot of these guys is big like this. They bones and stuff like that. They be having cancerous bone, cancer and stuff like that. Different things, and their bones be going different ways. And when you this size and you're this big. Shout out to Andre the Giant, man. He's really, really, really good entertainer, man. We loved him. Very humble. We miss him. I don't think we ever gonna have another Andre the Giant, but he's definitely one of the people who was part of the foundation of this. Thank you for showing us the way. Thanks for all the entertaining that you did. Andre got really sick going into it, man. So it was at a point where actually had to have a carriage come bring him down to the actual ring, I think, on his last
match.
Yeah, man, it was kind of sad, but it was happy to see him. but sad to see him go. But shout out to Andre the Giant, man. We love you, man. Rest in peace. And all our love goes out to his family. All right. Let's get to the next one. Rikishi, another foundation of this wrestling thing. That's Umaga's brother, Jay and Jimmy Uso's dad, which is crazy. This guy was really, he had this little move when he turn around, then he just like he'll just smother you with his butt backwards. This is like a crazy move he had. And he also did this crazy dance to this little 1-2 dance. I remember seeing Jay and Jimmy there before they even really wrestled, doing a little 1-2 dance with their dad a couple times. That was really cool, like for him to bring his sons in and do a dance with them. So that little dance thing went from them going to training and doing stuff with their uncle, getting them in the game as far as wrestling go. And now Jay and Jimmy, they've been the faces of wrestling from time to time. You know what I mean? That's so crazy, man. They're like a big thing right now, man. Like, you know, people imitate them. They got a lot of good like merch out, man. Everybody out here yeeting, man. That's all from the baseline of this right here, man. That's where the roots come from right here, man. The Samoan, man. Samoan bloodline. But let's get into the next one. I think we already did a John Cena, but we got a John Cena here. I think this is from the Royal Rumble 31. We just got this one yesterday. I think we showed this one to y'all. So Iman just really wanted to show that one to y'all again. So that's cool. Let's get back into the originators because we already shouted John Cena out. All-American wrestler.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker's in the building. He did many a match with too many people. I mean, when I say too many people, too many people. You can think of anybody in wrestling. He did a match with him during that time. This guy was crazy, especially that Yokozuna match. Oh my goodness, that was crazy.
It was a Royal Rumble casket match. How was that supposed to go down?
I'm not sure about the match. I'm not sure if he's mixing his matches up or not. But I know that they had two different matches. The one match, they actually double teamed the Undertaker. They actually Yokozuna. He was trying to get Yokozuna in there first time. They end up getting him in there, and then he tried to burn the casket with him in it. And then the second time, he actually put Yokozuna in the casket because the first time it was like almost 10 people holding the casket down with him in it. But shout out to Undertaker, man. We love him. Definitely good entertainer, man, and everything he did to the league. All right, let's get into the next one.
The Honky Tonk Man.
Got the Honky Tonk Man. He was known for hitting people with the guitar, breaking the guitar over your head right here. This guy was crazy. He had like that Elvis Vegas look. That was really like cool. That was dope. But he definitely was part of the wrestling league and definitely left his mark on wrestling, man. But shout out to the Honky Tonk Man. Elvis is in the building. All right, let's get into the next one.
Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man.
Got Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man. You already know. He had the it was like this little theme thing they did where he had Virgil, and Virgil was like one of his right hand men that he used to pay off, where the case is like he bought his soul or something like that. It was crazy, man. But he say everybody got a price. That was his saying. Shout out to Ted DiBiase, man. He was entered into the Hall of Fame, the Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2010. Good dude, man. I like him, man. Solid. Left a real crazy mark on wrestling, man. All right, let's get into the next one, Pop.
Mankind.
We got Mankind, Mick Foley. He had like 3 different basic characters in the league, but this is one of our best ones that I liked. He was even Cactus Jack, as well. But shout out to Mankind. Mick Foley's still out here. I think he's 71. He's still doing what he do. We appreciate you still doing meet and greets, man. Thank you, man. We love you. All-American wrestler, man.
We already got.
We just showed you who it is, but we just wanted to show you this one right here. The Cactus Jack version of him, which is really cool. Because he was a bad, bad man. All right, man. Shout out to Mankind, Cactus Jack. All right, you want to do it, but Mick Foley's the man. Come on, Kurt Angle, man. Kurt Angle in the building, All-American wrestler right here. Kurt Angle definitely performed. Him and Stone Cold had a lot going on, man. They used to go in the ring and get crazy with each other, man. But
especially that Kurt lock.
That Kurt, yeah, Kurt had a couple nice moves. Very athletic. We definitely want to shout out Kurt Angle, man. Thanks for the basics and thanks for showing us, you know what I mean, what wrestling is all about, man. Let's get into our next figure. A little bit more to
the Samoan Bulldozers.
Yeah, a little bit more to bloodline right here. Samoan bloodline, Usos in the building. You put them together a little bit more so people can see them closer because of the camera. There you go. These guys, there's a big deal in the wrestling tag team partners, man. Solid, man. Super solid. They part of the Samoan bloodline. They're part of the originals, whatever the case may be. Also that they're related to all of them. Rikishi, Roman Reigns, Jimmy, the Rock. They all, you know what I mean, they all related. So shout out to the Usos and the Samoan Bulldozers. We definitely appreciate their time and definitely how they entertained us, man. But shout out to them as well, man. Let's get into the next one, Pop. Oh, man.
Oh,
yeah, this our guy right here. We're a big fan of him. The Ultimate Warrior. Big guy right here on the page, man. We love him. I mean, he really put on for us, man. He was a champ for a long time. He's definitely in the Hall of Fame. Rest in peace to Ultimate Warrior. He's not with us anymore. But his memories always live in our hearts, man. This guy's it, man. Anybody with face paint, it always gonna remind me of the Warrior, man. I remember when he wrestled with Sting. They was partners for a long time. But look out for that figure too, because we got the image of Sting coming back out when he wrestled with Ultimate Warrior. So they only gonna do like 1,000 figures. So if you be lucky enough to get one of those, grab them, man. Shout out to the Ultimate Warrior, man. We love you, man. All right, man. We're gonna do a shout out to also to Patrick popped in. Ricky Delgado. Definitely gonna shout him out, man. Eric Tarupi. Tarup. If I'm tearing your name up, Eric, man, I apologize, man. Big E. Shout out to you, man. Also Wolfo Yan. Shout out to you too, man. Rest in peace. He's shouting out the Ultimate Warrior. Rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior. That's definitely a big thing, man. We got Mark Henry here. One of the strongest men in the world at one point. He definitely gave us a good show, whatever the case may be. I remember the fight when he did with the Undertaker. It was really crazy, man. But shout out to Mark Henry, man, because he definitely set a whole bunch of different standards, not only with the wrestling confederation, but also with the strongest man of the world, like championships, man. So this guy was a big thing in weightlifting, man. So shout out to Mark Henry, man. Let's get into the next one.
Jamal.
We got Jamal in the building. We showed you him before. He's definitely part of wrestling history too. He bought like the little like the little hippity like
hip hop.
The hip hop like urban culture to the game. Gotta appreciate that, man. But shout out to Jamal. He definitely was a very, very good entertainer, man. So our love goes out to his family as well. All right, let's get into the next piece, big man. Come on. That's good.
Warlord.
We got the Warlord in the building. There you go. Big guy in the building, tall, humongous, very good entertainer as well, man. He had that little crazy like Thunderdome look, man. Like he came to rip the whole ring in half, man. But shout out to Warlord, man. His folks too, man. He was definitely a big part of entertainment as far as wrestling go. Let's get into the next one, man. Who is the Beefcake Barber? He in the building. You know this guy get crazy and cut your hair off, so you know how that go with him. definitely wanted to show you him because he was definitely the foundation of this wrestling thing too. So shout out to Bruce Barber Beefcake, man. Our love go out to him and his family as well, man. Let's get into the next piece.
Kane.
We got the big man Kane, the dead man's brother.
Supposed to be meeting him.
You're supposed to be meeting him tomorrow at a meet and greet. So, you know, gonna shout him out. He in the politics and stuff like that right now. If I'm correct, he's the governor or the mayor of a city right now. He's definitely doing what he do, man. We appreciate everything he did in the ring because my biggest thing is I just know the things that he did in the ring when he came in. He did the wrestling thing with Undertaker and stuff like that. But he got a lot of stuff that went on after wrestling too, man. Big thing, man. Big thing. He's a big thing right now. But we supposed to go see him at a meet and greet tomorrow. So we definitely appreciate you, man. Thanks for, still coming out and supporting the people and, giving love to this wrestling thing, man. Kane will forever live with us, man. Let's get into the next piece. This will be our last and final piece, y'all, right here. It's Diesel. He's an older wrestler too. He's definitely part of the foundation. Really cool biker look, man. He always gave us something to look at as far as the biking thing going on. Very cool, man. That's when everybody's still wearing the leather and all that kind of stuff. Really, really dope, man. That's our last piece for now, man. Thank y'all for watching, subscribing, man. We'll probably tune in a little bit later on with something nice for you with a whole nother like situation so y'all can see what we got going on. We don't know exactly. We got a couple things we're gonna do for later, man. But I don't know. Just stay tuned, y'all. But always what?
To like a shout out to All Star Wrestling Figures. Peace.
All right, man. Love y'all, man. Stay tuned always, man. I appreciate everybody that got on here today, man. Shout out to all y'all again. Thanks.